This is Point of View with Cleester, Merethah, and Shirley. I switched the names around today. We're all in this together.
And
Hi,
Eula.
Reedy.
Hey, Shirley.
When we first started, I didn't want anybody to know your
No,
nickname.
no, because you said
And
you wasn't going to tell nobody.
I wasn't going to tell nobody. I couldn't even keep it
And then
that
when
day.
and then the next breath, you said, well, you ready, read
This is so wonderful. So when Theta gets back, and then, of course, they know her nickname is Theta. Maritha's nickname is Theta. So when she gets back, we'll do our prayer. But it's just a wonderful day, and everybody, look at us. We didn't plan this.
We
Look
did
at our
not plan it.
colors.
We did not
we
plan it.
we did not plan this, but I'm telling you,
No.
God is so good to us. He loves us. We have like minds, and I thank God. I thank God for my sisters. I thank God for my sisters, and He's just so good to us. And thank God for this show and for them consenting to be on here with me.
And
I mean,
Eula.
it's just wonderful.
Yes.
And Eula too. Eula will be
Yes.
back in
Yes.
a few weeks, just a few
Yes.
weeks. Here I
Is it
go,
week?
Reedy.
Cause school. Okay. I thought. There you go. Cause I thought school was out. Well, she's in California, so well, school's
Yeah,
out this month here.
she said in June.
Oh, okay.
In
Okay.
June,
Yeah.
yes. But today we're going to talk about mine is what is that's supposed to be is because I changed it twice. It's supposed to
Uh-huh.
be what is the most lucrative business in the world? What is the most lucrative business in the world? And yours is what, Clee?
Mine is it better to be confrontational or non-confrontational?
My. Is it better to be confrontational? And we've all had to face that one way or the other,
It's
haven't
one
we?
way or the other. Some people have to
Mm-hmm.
do it daily.
All right.
Hey Lou.
There she is.
Oh,
There's baby sister.
Hey baby
That's what they
hello,
call her
sis.
here in Dallas.
hello.
Baby sister.
Hey baby
Okay, so
sis.
now we'll do our and that your topic is
Respect.
okay, now we'll pray. Dear God, as we sit before you to speak, we pray to you that our souls you will keep. And if we should die before we finish, we pray to you, dear God, in the name of Jesus, that any outstanding sins will be forgiven. Amen. So I am so
Amen.
thankful that God has blessed us to be on here another day. And I know that I had a chance to peep in at us yesterday on spoke light on.
Spoke.
Yes,
Ah,
spoke light
spoke.
on, and it was really good. It was really good, and so I'm still. And I don't say things unless I'm serious, sisters. I hope you'll let me interview you. For some reason, the pictures are beautiful today. I mean, can you tell the difference?
It really has. Look what it got to work with. Boo, y'all.
Now, what again? You see how clear they are?
Yes, they are. They are very clear. Yes.
Wow, that is wonderful. So
But look what
I'm
it
not
has
gonna.
to work with.
Oh yes. All right, Reedy. Hey, hey.
I feel like I'm
All
not.
right. So
Okay.
we're going to go on, and I was thinking I think I did this report once before, talking about the most lucrative business in the world. I'm trying to fix some clothes. I don't know why. I guess that's why people have people to dress them, huh?
Yeah,
Before they
that's
go
why
on
they
the
have
air.
personal dressers. We'll let them
Personal
do one.
dresses, make sure. 'Cause I don't know why my clothes keep slipping, but you know how I am. I ain't no shame in my game. I will talk
No
about it
shame in her game.
myself. Uh-huh. And I was thinking about it today, and I said, this is point of view. Each of us has our point of view. We have our own personality,
Yes.
and we don't try to change one another. We
One
do our
iota.
thing. Not
One
one iota.
iota.
We do our thing. And that's what makes it so successful. And our viewership is going up, up, up. I am just these pictures are
Tickle pink.
super. They are super. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I'll go ahead if it's okay.
It's fine with
I'll
Yes,
me,
go
baby.
ahead.
it's
I'm trying to
fine,
get
baby.
this. I'm on Twitch. It tells me I'm live, and I'm trying to let me get
Get
down
on
to my.
Twitch. Get on
Oh,
Twitch.
I'm looking at
Get
Twitch
on Twitch.
today. instead
I'm
of
clicking.
Facebook. It tells me I'm
Um,
on live. You have one new follower in the last month. So I think I
All
have 5 or 6
right.
followers on Twitch. And that's mainly the game channel.
Yeah.
But wow,
All
I'm
right.
excited. I am so
All
excited.
right.
But I am trying to get to the picture, but it's I know I'm live, but I don't see the picture. But anyway,
I
I'm
thank
going on.
y'all for even just watching, giving care enough to watch us. And I thank you
Yes.
all. I thank you so much for just
Yes,
caring
ma'am.
enough to watch us.
And I concur. And so I'm going to go first. That's okay, sisters.
And it's
yes,
fine with
ma'am.
me, baby.
Okay. And this is from I Pleaders. I, capital Pleaders. And it's blog.ipleaders.inn. Okay. And the top most profitable / lucrative business in the world. Now,
Let me
off the
give me a
top of your
pen.
head,
Let me give me a pen. I need
which do
the
you,
right spot.
what is the top most lucrative, profitable business in the world?
I would say fashion,
Okay.
Mm. I'd say
automobiles.
pharmaceuticals.
Okay. Which one?
Pharmaceuticals.
Okay. Okay. All right. What did I call them that time, Clee? Un. What did I call them?
I don't even know who they are. You ain't told us yet.
Oh, it's pharmaceuticals.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, but remember one time I said the something somehow I phrased it where they're the unlicensed
Mhm.
uh-huh.
Oh
The
yes.
drug dealers, the drug
Uh-huh.
dealers.
That is the number one money maker in the whole wide
I need to
world.
come with a drug
Ah,
then. I need to come with a drug.
And I did I don't know whether I did the report, but I know I studied this one time, and I might have done it years ago, but I did do a report on that years ago. But here's the introduction.
I think it's when we first started.
Yeah, when I first yeah, because y'all were right there with me. Oh my, I just love y'all so much.
Hey,
I was thinking about Natalie a lot yesterday when I told you she asked me
I
that
know it.
question.
I
She,
know
she said, "Is you a fool?" and you and it was the it was something, and I told Natalie, I said, "No, I'm not good. I'm not." And she said, "Is you a fool?"
it. That was her. Is you a fool?
I was thinking about her yesterday because of something happening, and I want to do a poll today too. And so y'all think about it, like maybe each week we'll ask our own question and let the people comment. And what would you do? How about that? What do you think?
that's fine.
How about that?
Okay, okay, okay. So did you get to watch the movie, the show that I told you about yet? That I was
Which one?
talking about? Unseen. We
No,
I
I
said we're
didn't.
haven't
gonna
watched
start
it
us
yet.
a movie club. Okay, we're Unseen. Don't forget to watch it. It's a
Unseen.
documentary and it's for real true.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going into mine. Okay. The introduction. With the advent of LPG, which is liberalization, privatization, and globalization, the world has escalated more and more deeply into terms of business and commercial success. Every now and then, we get to know a new startup or industry being established and the existing ones stepping up their overall production, distribution, and profit making capacities. As every coin has two sides, so is the case with the business world. The growth and development we generally measure accounts from legal business, okay? And I must put this disclaimer here. I am not promoting drug dealing or any of the other things that are against the law and
Right.
holy
Just say no.
things that just wrong. What did you say, Reed? I
Just
mean,
say.
Tanner?
I didn't say that.
Just say
Oh,
no.
just say no. See how smart she is. Tanner, you're so smart.
Thank you.
Just say no. That's it. And I'm not promoting it, but this is fact. This is fact. So as the commercial boom increased the pace of development, so did the illegal business activities, causing harm to our government, economy, among others, in numerous ways. It's not peculiar that illegal businesses are one of the most profitable business ventures in the world today. The money generated in illegal industries stays underground and does not appear in the legitimate economy, and hence it is called black economy or shadow economy. I've
Mm.
never heard that before. Because of the unreported and unregulated money, it is difficult to estimate the value of illicit industries globally. You can't even no way they can keep up with it. So, according to a report released by Global Financial Integrity, a nonprofit organization focused on curbing the flow of illegal money named Transnational Crime and the Developing World, worldwide illegal cash proceeds are estimated at a whopping 1.6 trillion to
Mm.
$2.2 trillion annually. The
Annually.
report analyzed the amount by taking account of various categories of illegal crimes. There's drug
That ought to
trafficking
be illegal.
being the most profitable. Which one?
I'm making all that money.
Ooh, and as long as certain people aren't making that much money, it is illegal. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
I
But
Right.
then
understand.
once they
Yes,
Right.
Lord.
start,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
That's where I
And
was
so,
leading to. That's where I was
uh-huh,
leading to. You just
What did
uh-huh.
open.
what
You
did that
just
movie
open it
say?
up.
We are not. We don't have any planes and boats. We're not flying and floating it in the air.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. And
Yep.
I'm trying to keep my mind focused on
I'm
this because
sorry.
it's
I'm
something
sorry.
no, I'm talking about me. It's something I'm
Oh,
thinking about trying to keep from saying it right now so I can keep reading.
okay.
The report analyzed the amount by taking account of various categories, drug trafficking being the most profitable,
Yep.
also being the most dangerous and violent due to the commodity it deals with,
Yes.
despite being several national and international attempts. And then we go, and I was thinking about marijuana.
Mm.
They wanted all kinds of laws. They had all kinds of
Mhm.
laws against marijuana. So when they finally, it's wrong to
Uh-huh.
deal marijuana. It's not
Yes.
wrong to
Yes.
sell
Yes.
marijuana. It's
Yes.
wrong to
Mhm.
smoke
Yes.
marijuana.
Yes.
And as soon as some of these states legalized it, those people who were making laws against it
Jumped and started setting it.
started growing it and selling it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, they did.
Oh
Yes, they
yes.
did. Oh,
Oh
yes, ma'am.
yes.
I'm
If
glad
it
you
was
got to
it
that
was
point because that's the same thing I was thinking.
yes. And
Yep.
and
Now it's good.
huh?
Yes.
Now it's good.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. Yes.
But it's still the same thing.
It's
It's
still
Same
the
thing.
same
marijuana.
exact thing.
Same thing.
Yes. Uh-huh. Illegal lucrative business ventures, organized crime has been there in the world for decades, and its
Yes,
effects
ma'am.
are deeply acclimatized into the social, political, and cultural fabric of various nations. There are a plethora of illicit activities performed systematically by criminal enterprises like drug trafficking,
Mm-hmm.
illegal logging, illegal crude oil trade. Come back
Yes.
here. Come back here. It went away. This is
Goofy.
getting too good.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Hmm
it
What is
is.
that? Stop reading,
Yes,
Come
it
lady.
back.
is.
Come back. It's
Oh, this number one with a bullet, baby.
I'm telling you. And
Now
then what
we have
happened?
all these states surrounding us. Now you have
Mm-hmm.
Colorado, you have Washington D.C., you have
Mm-hmm.
California, you have
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma, which right now
Yes.
it's just medical. But and
Yes.
then you have what, New York now? Is it New York? It's certain state and Las Vegas, and
Mm-hmm.
all these other, well, I said states, but I named the city. But uh All the other states have legalized now, and you can walk into any store just like you walk into a convenience store and
Yeah,
buy
Uh-huh.
what you.
that's true.
And buy it. But it was
Yeah,
wrong now.
yeah,
This
yeah.
will make you sleepy.
But
This will make
it
you
was too much
hungry. This
money.
is for
It was
medicine
too much money that they had to have some kind of way that they could get some.
to
That they
control it.
could
It
get
was
in
too
on it.
much money. Too
That's
much
Yep.
right.
money.
That's right. And now they like they wrote their laws to make it legal, and then they put laws in there so that they could have the what is it, the
Control.
Yes,
huh?
yes.
Control.
Yes. 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 But it's all because of the stroke of pens.
A pen.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because
Them
John Boy
boss
said
them
it's
brothers was
okay
making
now.
too much money.
Mr. Gilmore said
Them
it's
brothers
okay.
making too much money.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to do something. They
They
couldn't
had
beat
to
them,
get in
so
on
they
it.
had to join them.
They had to get in on it. So
They
I'm
couldn't beat
back
them, so
here
they had to
now.
join them.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so it finally came back. Now let me get over here to
Now you
this.
have to brew alcohol. You have to add all this stuff, do all these things to alcohol. And people are dying behind alcohol. People are running into people, killing people, doing things. Alcohol. But it's legal.
Alcohol. Yes, legal. Yes, ma'am.
And remember the prohibition days?
Yep.
Yes, they're going out
Elliot Ness and
Yep.
all them, they were going there
all
Yes.
this stuff.
destroying it, and they were all against it and everything. But then they made it legal.
Legal.
Uh-huh. Couldn't
But
beat them,
people are
so they
still
had to
dying
join them.
behind
Suppose
them
they was
because
getting
this
down
person
that
had one
money.
too many drinks and can run head on to somebody and kill them. Now, the only people, I'm sorry to
Okay.
say this, I mean to interrupt your
Mhm.
stuff, Shirley, but the
And
only
there
people that
are
Yes,
get
yes.
killed,
okay, there's drug trafficking is number one.
there
Then
we
we
go.
have illegal logging. And so Elder Davis's family is a victim of illegal logging. A company went in and got all their timber off of their land down there around Jasper. And they still have, as far as I know, that lawsuit going. And that was years and years
Yes.
ago.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed.
And so Ella Davis's cousin, the last time I talked with him, which has been years ago, so I don't know whether Johnny, is I haven't talked to him in many years, but he told me the last conversation we had, he said, you will get his part because it's millions of dollars
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
tied up in there. They just went in there and just took all their timber off of acres and acres and acres and acres of land. And so that lawsuit, as far as I know, is still going on. But oh, I am
Oh, they're trying to wait for
waiting.
all of them to die out. They're trying to wait for all of them to die
Yes,
out.
yes.
Yeah.
They all work together now.
But because
For
the last
the,
time
for
I
the
went,
good of
the
those.
last time I went down to Grandma Rose Oaks and looked at that place, it was an oil pump on it.
It was.
Yes, ma'am, it was. It was an
We.
oil pump on it.
Why don't
That
we
was
know?
years ago.
What?
Years ago. Yes, ma'am, there was an oil pump on it.
We better go check it out.
Hey,
Okay.
Shell.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Okay, how many minutes have I had? 18? Okay.
I
So
have
we've all
20
been,
minutes.
We
been
interrupted
in
you.
on this.
Keep
Okay.
going.
Yeah.
So,
We
okay.
all into this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's
Go.
So
go,
the
Shirley.
number one is drug trafficking. Then
Uh-huh.
we have the illegal logging. Then we have the illegal crude oil. And then, you remember just a few weeks ago when this, well, gas, the oil they turn into gas. You know what I'm saying? And when the gas went up so high, these people were getting that gas and they were stealing it from the station, because they drive their car over and I think they suck it out of the thing and then set up their own thing and off site and start. That drives people to doing this kind of stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
And
Yes,
then
it
some
does.
of these illegal crude oil trade people, they go jack it up too high. But anyway, it's just really too high and it's robbery to us.
Yes,
They're
Robert.
gouging
Yes, it
us.
is.
And I'll say that. And then there's human trafficking.
Yes.
And as I remember, who was that talking about? Anyway, okay. Human trafficking,
Mm-hmm.
illegal wildlife trade, illegal
Mm.
arms trafficking,
Yeah.
illicit fishing, and illegal art trade and counterfeiting. So
Yep.
these are the sectors where organized crime is most active in. And some are focused on simple activity, while others perform multiple crimes at
Yes.
once
Yep.
due to their organizational complexities.
Mm-hmm.
So without further ado, let's take a look at each of them one by one. Now, there's drug trafficking. It's the most profitable and remarkable illicit activity in the crime world. And they can drop that crime in the whole wide
In the
world.
whole, there it is.
And the
There it
whole
is.
what? Because it ain't just
And
criminals that do the drugs now.
and I saw a picture of it was like a warehouse. It was money was stacked just like you stack merchandise.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I seen
Money
that
was
picture. I
stacked
seen that
up.
picture. Uh-huh.
It was so much money in there till it would make you almost pass out,
Yes.
make you
Yep.
dizzy. Me, it
Yep.
was so
It
much
was so
money,
much.
like a
Yes. Yes.
warehouse of
Full of money.
money
Yes, it was.
from drug trafficking.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's the most illicit activity and crime in the world. The reason being the substance it deals with, and we know there's cocaine,
Mm-hmm.
heroin, and cannabis. And
Yes.
so they are considered as one of
The
the
big
most
dog
valuable commodities in the world.
in the
The
world.
operation includes right from cultivation, processing, and manufacturing to
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
distribution and
Yep.
sale of substances overseas. And they can say what they want to, but these people are organized. That's why they call it
yeah.
organized
Organized
Yeah.
crime.
crime. Yes, ma'am. Ah.
And some of them, but that, what did you say? Three words. Just,
Just say no.
just say no. So, okay. But this is fact. A fact is a fact.
Fact is a fact.
A fact is a
But
fact. So to task is completed here. The daily cash proceeds are also brought back by cartels, either physically or converting cash into legitimate assets. What's that?
mm-hmm.
Money laundering?
Money laundering. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am.
Hmm. The cartel also invests heavily into legitimate economies like real
Yes.
estate,
Yes, they
Yep.
do.
crooked banks,
Yep.
Uh-huh.
car
Casino.
dealerships, etc. And we have this thing
Casino.
going on here in Texas where they're making these dealer tags.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh
just here, I think it was right here in Dallas, not too far from me. There was this guy had this business set up where he was just rolling them off. I mean, he had his computer set up, his printers, and he was just printing those things. And
And how
making
much
a
people
you sell
pay,
it
killing.
for?
no
Making a
telling how
killing.
much he sold them for.
I'm trying to, I'm whatever it was, he making a killing.
Yeah, you
Making a
make it fit.
killing,
Whatever it was,
making
he
a
making a
lot of
killing.
money. I mean, people find ways to make money off of anything.
Yes,
So
they
Yep.
do.
the total value of drug trafficking worldwide is estimated to 426 billion to 652 billion dollars annually, constituting for almost 1% of the world GDP through 142 trillion dollars. Almost
Wow.
every organized crime group is involved. You hear this? Almost every
Uh-huh.
organized crime group is involved in drug smuggling, either
Yes.
directly or
Indirect.
indirectly.
That's right. Yep.
The reason
Yep.
is insatiable demand of drugs worldwide. The
Uh-huh.
United States, look, we're so
Ah.
squeaky clean, we're so
Ah.
holier than thou.
Ah.
Okay? The United States is the world's largest consumer of illegal narcotics.
Yes,
Ah.
ma'am.
The
Say what
Heroin.
again?
majority of the drugs smuggled include cocaine, and some people call it heroin. You know how they say heroin?
Heron.
Heroin.
Heroin,
Heroin.
marijuana, methamphetamine, and fentanyl. And you know that fentanyl, I saw a man on the news today. His son, he said he walked into his son's room. He even described how he looked, and he saw these pills. and they were supposed to be some kind of, I guess, mixed dope mix, but they were pure
Mm, mm,
fentanyl.
mm,
And so he's gone, and his dad is doing some things, to try to keep his memory alive. And then they
Wow.
asked him, they said, what would you, what, what would your son say? What, or whatever. He said, I believe my son would be proud of me when I get to see my son. That's what he was saying. When I get to see him, and he'll say, Dad, you did good
yeah.
because of my name. You helped other people. But yeah, he
That's
went
it.
and
Yep.
found his son, and it's supposed to have been not what is 100% fentanyl,
Hmm.
but
Uh-huh.
this pill, and they said it poisoned him.
But
Because you don't know what you're taking.
fentanyl is 50 times more potent than morphine.
Yes, we read that. Did you do a report on that? One
No,
of us did.
Natalie was on fentanyl. That
Okay.
I know. Yes,
Uh-huh.
that's
That
what the
stuff
doctor
with
put her on because her pain was so bad.
mm-hmm. And that's what took Michael Jackson, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna, oh gosh, it's so much in here. But gosh, I'm going to go to the next one. Illegal
Yes.
logging, where they cut down the wood and everything,
Yeah.
and the
Uh
practice
huh.
of harvesting, processing, transporting, buying, and selling of timber products in contravention of local laws or governing regulations. It includes extraction without permission, cutting down of protected species, and extraction of timber in excess of agreed limits. It is often the result of corruption, poor governance, and the lax law enforcement authorities. And people have their hands out,
Huh.
looking the
Yes,
other
they
way.
do. Yes, they do.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, they
they
do.
do.
So there's corruption in everything.
Every facet of this.
Everything.
Yes,
Now, according to the
everything.
World Bank, illegal logging results in loss of tax revenue up to $5 billion.
That
Mm.
means they're not getting their money for it.
They're not getting theirs. So as a result, people often end up buying illegal timber, which leads to additional loss of $10 billion, of which $10 billion to the legal timber industry. So,
Mm.
every time people steal, it takes away. But then
Yes.
these legal drugs, they're making plenty of money,
Hmm.
Yes, they are.
because
Yes, they
they
are.
charge us outrageously for these
Yes,
drugs.
they
And if people
do.
don't have insurance, we hear it all the time. They cannot
Yes.
afford. Do I eat or do I
I
buy
gotta
my
get my
medicine?
medicine. That's right. That's right.
So there are crooks everywhere you go, because
Everywhere
the
you
the
turn.
pharmaceuticals, the legal, they're cheating us too. They're
Yeah.
cheating us too. So
Half the
anyway,
wazoo.
what is it? Six in one hand and
Half
a
of the
half
other.
dozen in the other. You condemned if you do, and condemned if you
If
don't.
you don't. That's
I
right.
tell you. So that's illegal log, and they get then human trafficking is by far the most inhumane, barbaric, and
Mm.
heinous crime committed by traffickers and criminal organizations. It involves the trade, buying and selling of human beings for the purpose of forced labor, slavery, commercial sexual exploitation, and illegal trade of organs worldwide.
Yes.
Is considered as a grave violation of the human rights, since it infringes and abuses the basic right to live, freedom, and
Mm-hmm.
dignity of a person. Forced marriage also comes under the ambit of human trafficking.
Hmm.
Ethnic minorities, child workers, and marginalized groups are the most affected sections of society. These sections are automatically drawn to this black market due to economic crisis,
Mm.
political instability, and hope for the betterment of life. And remember that these, like some of those people, like one lady, was she in Congress or was she one of the White House staff? And she's not the first one and won't be the last one. Had this lady working for her, and she wasn't even legal. See,
Yeah.
these, oh Lord
But they
Jesus,
point fingers at everybody else.
yes, and sit up there and make laws that they don't even keep themselves.
Follow
So,
themselves.
Don't
Ooh,
keep
Lord Jesus.
themselves. This I tell you, if it were not for the Lord on my
Oh,
side, hey,
Well,
where would I
well,
be? Because this stuff is
would I
aggravating.
be?
It's aggravating, and
it's
that's why people
Yes.
are
me.
depressed. They're suicidal. They're
And they own
schizophrenic.
medicine.
You're
Yes,
punishing me for the same thing that you're doing,
right,
but you're
right.
punishing me for it.
And they're
Yes.
medicated.
And we
They
talk
live
about the
your
illicit
way.
fishing. Oh, that's 30 minutes. Okay, I'll say illicit fishing. People, fishing illegally. That's why we have to have a license to fish. And so it
Yep.
goes further than
Yep.
that. Okay, now the next illegal fishing. And then we have unreported fishing. And let's see,
Hunting.
illegal wildlife trading.
There you
They'll go
go.
out
There it
there
is right
and get
there.
those animals and kill them up
Yes.
and all that kind of stuff.
You
Get
Or
those
remember
take,
the
monkeys and bring them over here and cage them up and
page them
yeah,
try to
up
make
and
pigs
then
out
go
of
out
uh-huh,
there
them.
and shoot them like they've been to Africa.
yeah,
Put
Yep.
them on the table and shoot them like they done been in a safari
mhm.
hunt. But you
And you
got
know
Yep.
them.
what? They're
Yep.
not. It's not in here. But they, like we saw that movie when Ice T was in that movie when they were hunting human beings.
Yes. When they, yes.
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 I really believe that's true.
Oh,
I
that is
believe that
true.
too.
That is true.
I really believe they get these people and they get the homeless people and different people. Oh, I want you to go and do this. I want you to help me do this and all that.
Yep.
And next thing you
Yep.
know, you don't see them anymore.
Don't see
If
them anymore.
unless
That's
they
right.
like Ice T, unless they gonna get
Yeah, they
out of
what?
that baby. I tell you, counterfeiting. We know that's a big thing because I think I've heard of people who go to the store. They have no idea that the money is counterfeit and
Right.
they go to
Right.
the store to buy something and then they check that money and it's not real.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep.
It's not real.
That's right.
Okay, that's it. That's it for me.
And they don't have any
Yeah.
idea that the money. Sometimes they get it from another store. So they go to
Yep.
Yes.
another store
Yep.
to try to buy something. Now this store that gave you fake money. Now you go to
Hmm.
another store, you getting the charge.
Yes. And you know
Yep.
what? It could, what if the store, and some of these stores are in on it.
Yes, yes,
Like
yes,
you
yes.
said, they get, they, what is money laundering?
Money
Mm-hmm.
laundering,
Uh-huh.
right?
And so
Uh-huh.
somebody take them some dirty money and then
Yes.
they put it in their cash register and then
Uh-huh.
somebody come in, they give them change with that dirty money.
With that
Yes,
And they
dirty money,
got
uh-huh.
because they
clean
check.
it's
They're
Yes,
oh
supposed to check the money.
yes.
I told one girl, I said, let me borrow your pen. I said, now you don't trust me. I'm supposed to trust you. Mm,
Yeah,
just
and
serious.
then they got their homegirls and homeboys working in these stores, and I'm gonna come in with $100 and I'm gonna give it to you, and you just take it and give me the change, and I'm gonna buy
Yep.
something. You give me the change. Okay, now that $100 or whatever it is, however they did it, sitting up there cash register, and his homeboy is giving it to somebody else
hmm
from behind the register.
it's,
Yep.
it's something, isn't it? It is
Yes, it is.
something.
Yes, it
Yep.
It
is.
is something. Okay, sisters, thank you for giving me that time. Now I'm turning it over to either you, Theta, or you, Reedy.
I went second. Yes.
Hi, everybody.
I go. It don't make no difference to me. I go right on because I almost lost
Bless
my voice. So you like to almost had to go, girl. I almost lost my voice. Okay, mine is on to confront or not to confront. That is the
is the
question.
question.
That is the question. Whether it's noble in the mind to suffer the slings and everything. I ain't gonna go into Shakespeare right now. But into what? Okay,
Excuse me.
confrontation can be healing. Okay, confrontation. Okay, to confront the confrontation by Andrew Matthews, LPC, NCC. Okay, I don't even know what all those initials is, but she must be something because she wrote it. Okay, confrontation can be healing and helpful for the growth of a relationship. Confrontation through bargaining could also wound you more. Taking steps to prepare can facilitate a healthy confrontation. Okay, confront or not to confront. That is the question. Good
Excuse
God
me.
Almighty, there it is. It's one
You
that
okay,
rarely
Theta?
takes
You need to
thought
go get a
provoking,
drink?
I need to get my drink of
self-reflective.
water. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, me too. Self-reflective and time to consider. Rather, we just either react angrily in the moment or we don't react at all and we suffer and stuff our anger, telling ourselves passivity.
Mm-hmm.
Passive, God dang it. Passivity. There, say it for me.
Passivity.
Passivity is a form. There it is. Sometimes I get talking tongue tied, can't say nothing. Passivity is a form of goodness, which makes us worthy. Or we react passive aggressively through sarcasm or a little act of vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
But confrontation can be a well thought way out of creating healthy boundaries. It can be a way of healing old wounds, a way of enhancing the value of a good friendship or a parent-child relationship or a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
That said, however, healthy confrontation is not for the weak. We have to stop bargaining before we confront. What do you mean by bargaining? Something like this. If I
Mm-hmm.
tell him off, then he'll stop being so abusive and we'll have a normal relationship. Or if I confront her, then she'll be ashamed or of herself, be ashamed of herself and apologize. Or if I finally tell him what a terrible parent he is, then he'll change and we'll finally have a good relationship.
Mm-hmm.
There's always an if, then in every bargain.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, when we set out to confront someone, we must be emotionally ready for the worst possible outcome because it
Mm-hmm.
could happen. Just
That's
because
right.
you tell someone your thoughts and feelings about your relationship doesn't mean that they are going to react well to what you have said.
That's
We
right.
tend to think that others will or should react in the same way we might. But if
Mm-hmm.
you've been in a relationship with a toxic parent, for example, and you wish to confront him or her, and the parent isn't not suddenly going to stop being toxic just because you are doing something different from
That's
what
right.
you have always done in that relationship.
Right.
Go ahead and try to be confrontational to my mama. Go ahead, tell her what you think. Don't tell her what you think. Tell my mama what you think. Mama, I'm confrontational. No, you're not. You are knocked out. We must understand that we are not confronting so that the other person will change. We are confronting because there are things that we have always need to say, and we are now going to say them. We are
Mm-hmm.
confronting to heal self, not so that the other person will change. They might even eventually change, but we can't count on that. Confronting so that the other person will change could be more damaging to you than the original wounds. The
Mm-hmm.
hope that they will change as a result of your confrontation should be dashed upon dashed upon the rocks of their reaction. So we
Mm-hmm.
can't successfully confront while simultaneously bargaining. Further, confronting, we need to be clear on what we are going to say and plan to stick with only that
Mm-hmm.
without getting sidetracked by reactions. What
Mm-hmm.
history do you want to convey? How does that history make you feel? What do you plan to do when his story starts to repeat itself?
Mm-hmm.
What boundaries do you need to put in place? If you can stay in the answers to these questions without getting off topic, you will have talked about all of the primary issues. Further, the language you use in healthy confrontation is the best done with the statement I feel or I need it rather than the statement you ought to be ashamed of yourself or you should have. It might help to rehearse. And you're going to have to rehearse with my mama. You're going to have to rehearse. You got to run. You got to get in shape because you ain't going to, you can't hold them thunder punches because that's what Louis them used to call a thunder punch.
You have to be prepared for
You got to
whatever.
be prepared for whatever come your way, whether
That's
it be
right.
a switch, a belt, a bullet. You got to be prepared. That's why I said exercise and you can run a long time. Cause she ain't gonna give up soon. Okay. it might be help to rehearse either in front of a mirror or with a friend or a therapist. You might even want to write down your confrontation and read it to the person that you are confronting so that you don't get distracted. You might want to practice your confrontation on the way to work every day in your car. Don't worry, they'll think you are they'll think you are on a hands-free phone. So the answer to the question as to whether to not to confront, whether to or not to confront is only if and when you are really ready to deal with the possibility of a negative outcome.
Uh-huh.
Can't go in only looking for your own healing. It's not the time to confront. Yeah, that's true. Not just looking for to self heal. That's not. You got to make sure things going to be able to change. That's why you have to confront a person in the right way. You can't just go
Mm-hmm.
out there and tell them people. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I think. I think you need to. I think you need to get out of my face. That's what I think. So let's confront all this over with, and then we can handle up.
Mm-hmm.
Kickbox or throw rocks, however you
I
feel you
know.
want to do it.
Say
Yes.
kickbox. What you say?
Kick,
Kickbox or
we can
throw
kickbox
rocks?
or throw rocks. Yep.
Oh, kickbox.
Yeah, we can kickbox
Okay.
or throw rocks.
Okay, I
Yeah.
understand now. You know it takes me a while.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
okay,
It's
sister.
all
My phone is acting crazy.
right. And you can go and look for your own healing. It's not out of front. If you feel you would be too distracted by their reaction to stay on the topic, it's not time to confront. You might need to practice if you already did that possibility. Okay, you might need to practice on your way to work. Okay, I did that. It's not the time to confront. You might need to more practice if you're prepared for the possibility their worst response and you have prepared well and you can stay on topic. You are ready. Go for it. Good luck. And I'm just telling you, better pick your target. Pick your target
Mm-hmm.
well. Because some
That's
Yep.
people
right.
ain't for that confrontation stuff. Go to my mom and tell her you want to confront her. Go do it. I watch my kids come to me and tell me they want to confront me.
Tia, stop.
And you
We can
and
do
you
it
know,
out in the confront yard. Let's confront. We can do it out in the confront yard.
well, you
When
know,
she wake up, she'll be all right.
I'm non-confrontational. I try to be.
Sometimes the trying don't work out, baby. Sometimes
For
the
real.
trying don't work out. You think
That's
you ready to listen, but when they got to open their mouth, you think, well, now, see, that he just went too far. Now we got to go to the confront yard.
I tell you, these are great topics. That is so
Confront your way,
real.
confront sidewalk. And you're
It's
going to be looking
on
up
you,
at me from the confront dirt.
That's what I'm talking about, girl. Shoot.
And you know, some people love being confrontational.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do. Yes,
They
they do.
love it.
They
Some people
love it. They
seem
day is not going right. They ain't got something to confront somebody about. Girl, you
right.
wait till I see her. I'm gonna tell her. And then
Mm-hmm.
Better
next
watch
thing you
that
know,
mess.
what happened? Confront went wrong. Yes, it did. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it did. Confront went wrong. Confront
Mm-hmm.
went backwards.
Mm-hmm.
It's on you, Luretha.
All right. Well,
There you are. There you are.
mine is on respect.
RESPECT.
And
That is
all
what
that it
we do.
means to me.
Come on.
All right.
Talk to me. Suck it to me. No respect.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Okay, go ahead, Theta. Go. It's on you.
Mine comes from livingbold.com.
Okay.
Liveboldandbloom.com. It
Okay.
says, what is respect and why is it important?
Okay.
All right. Um, Maybe you think of how you were treated by an authority figure who cared more about his rules than your needs or feelings. It's
Mm-hmm.
likely been painful, obvious to you if you've
Mm-hmm.
experienced lack of respect in your personal or professional life.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's easier to know when you've been disrespected than to capture what respect is. What does it mean to respect someone?
Mm-hmm.
To sort out the confusion, let's consider a couple of scenarios. Respect certainly relates to how you treat another person, but it's also matter how you feel toward him or her. You
Mhm.
have to wonder how respected you would feel if people obeyed your rules but never included you in anything that mattered to them.
Uh-huh.
Respect is not the same as either slavish obedience or simple politeness. Having sincere respect for someone means you don't say one thing to his
Mhm.
or her face and another in secret,
There you
All
go.
right.
nor does it require absolute acquiescence to a person, even an authority figure who asks you to do something you believe to be illegal or morally wrong.
Uh-huh.
What is it exactly? All right. What does respect mean? If you're wondering what respect in a simple words, the dictionary is a good place to start. A quick internet search yields the following definition of respect that the
Mhm.
best suits the purpose of this article. Due regard to the feelings, wishing, and rights and traditions of others.
Mm-hmm.
A respect definition for kids shows both aspects. One, thinking of feeling good things about someone, and two, thinking and feeling good things about someone, and two,
Mm-hmm.
treating them in a way that shows you admire them or that you care about their feelings and well-being.
Mhm.
What is respect? Dictionary definitions can only tell us so much because respect can mean something different to you than it does to your
Mhm.
friend or relative or a different gender, age,
Mhm.
personality, or cultural background. What communicates a pleasing degree of mutual respect to one might communicate an insulting lack of due deference to another, such
Mhm.
as one who expects a higher regard or more submissive attitude, giving his or her age, rank, or authority.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Finding out exactly how someone else defines or recognizes respect requires engaging them in a conversation so you can both communicate to each other and better understand what respect means to each of you.
Mhm.
Because we all, she didn't give me my respect. Well, did you respect her? Did you respect him? It's just like,
Uh-huh.
trust. Trust is another thing in there.
Mhm.
Otherwise, we're left with trial and error, which is a valid way to learn as long as both parties are patient with each other. But it's
Mhm.
more effective when coupled with open communication.
Mhm.
Some ideas of respect are more or less shared across the board. If you
Mhm.
sincerely respect an authority figure, you probably see them as someone who has a right to tell you what to do, coupled with the wisdom and you know what to tell you to do and for the
Mhm.
greater good.
Mhm.
Now, some people that we think about people, we put people up on a pedestal. Okay.
Mhm.
Some people we call it respect, we call it admiration and different things
Mhm.
like that. But we put some people up so high, we forget that people are just people. Okay.
Mhm.
We call it
Mhm.
respect. But we put them up so high that when they do something wrong, they have further to fall.
Mhm.
And we do that to them.
Mhm.
Oh, he's this, oh, she's that, but they're just human. We forget that. We allow them to be, we glorify them, we put them in this light, but they're just human. We all put on our pants, we all go to the bathroom, we all spit, we all slob in our sleep. We all are just human.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I
But
mean,
Okie
but
we
doke.
do.
in order to get respect, you got to
You have
give it.
to
Give
give it.
respect.
You have to give it. You
You
got to
have to give.
earn respect. You got to earn it.
Mhm.
Yes.
You got
Okay.
to earn it.
But why respect is so important? Sometimes the survival of a group depends on their respect for their leader. One person respects or disrespects toward a spouse can determine whether a marriage will last. A
Mhm.
shared respect or lack thereof for a teacher can mean the difference between a calm learning environment and chaos.
Mhm.
Any long lasting relationship, mutual respect involves a degree of deference that the other person, which we show in our words, and actions by abstaining from something. Your
Mhm.
heart as well as your actions are involved when you respect or disrespect someone, just
Mhm.
as both are involved with others respect you.
That's right.
What does respect feel like, and how do people react? Disrespect is a lack of regard for someone else's rights, feelings, dignity, wishes, or well-being. That's a lot in there.
That's a
That's a
lot.
lot
Yes.
to be
That's a
taken away.
mouthful, ain't it?
That's a lot. You know, just with respect, we show disrespect with our words and actions in our refusing to speak or act out of due regard or deference with others. How do we react? How do you react when you feel disrespected by someone else? Sometimes we act real bad. He disrespected me. He disrespected me. We can act ugly. You know, we can act real ugly about that.
Well, it
But we
depends on
use
who
that word a lot.
disrespected you too.
Huh?
It depends on who it is too, and what their
Yes, it does.
motive
That's true.
is.
That's true.
Motive
Pop
It
is
go
for
to
does.
Weezer. Pop
disrespecting you
go to
because
Weezer because the Weezer go pop.
because some people they will try to embarrass you
Yes, they do.
and
There it
try
is.
to
There it is.
make you
Yes.
think less of yourself
Uh-huh.
and
Yes.
everything because evidently you must be really really important
Yes.
because they are trying to bring you down.
Yeah. Trying to
That's it.
sabotage.
Uh-huh.
They
So
both say
it depends.
sabotage.
Just like Cleve was saying, being confrontational. And
Yep.
in many ways, that's disrespectful, and people are
Yes.
confrontational because
Yes.
they want to bring you down
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
many times.
That's it.
Okay, go ahead,
They want
Stella,
to
please.
show out over
Given
you. They
that
want to show out
disrespect
over
is a
you.
type of rejection, your reaction probably depends on how much you care about the person that what the person thinks of you, or how much
Mm-hmm.
you care about the opinions of any witnesses. It
Mm-hmm.
depends
Yeah.
on what they said and who they said it in front of. You just
Mm-hmm.
said
Uh-huh. Yep. Just said it. That's right.
people
That's
with
right.
positions of authority. There you go, Clee.
I'm gonna get the phone.
I ain't said nothing.
Excuse me.
I ain't said nothing.
I was so tickled the other day when you anyway, go
Somebody
ahead,
has
Stella.
that goddamn phone. Somebody has that damn phone.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
People with
Got it.
positions of authority who are accustomed to being treated with deference, with high regard, can take umbrage when someone denies them with what they believe they are earned and had a right to. If
Mm-hmm.
someone treats them with less deference, with body language, they consider disrespectful or even with
Mm-hmm.
indifference, that they
Uh-huh.
perceive it as a slap in the face.
That's
Mm-hmm.
slap in the face.
Whatever,
Come
there
with
it
that
is.
There
Tuesday.
you go.
Come with that Tuesday.
Whatever degree of respect you come to expect of others, regardless of their status, you feel insulted or devalued when they deny you this
I don't
respect.
have to check them. I'm still listening.
Disrespect feels like hatred or indifference, depending on the emotional lack thereof behind it. And no one
Mm-hmm.
likes to be on the receiving end of either one.
Mm-mm.
It feels personal. It strikes as a blow to your sense of identity and personal value. In other words, it hurts. And if you want
Mm-hmm.
to avoid it, needlessly inflicting pain on others, this is reason enough to care about and respect others and learn how to show it.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do when others show disrespect to you? Try these actions. Acknowledge the feeling of being disrespected, but ask yourself if you misinterpreted the words or actions. If you know you were disrespected, then allow yourself time to calm down if you are angry or agitated. Once you are calmer, state clearly the words or actions that offended
Mm-hmm.
you and how you felt about them. Articulate why the words or actions were disrespectful. This
Mm-hmm.
is especially important when you're talking with children.
Mm-hmm.
Ask specifically for what you like from the other person so you can feel more respected in the future. You'd be like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you said this to me at this time. You said it
Mm-hmm.
in front of so and so and so and so. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't like how you said it to me. I didn't like
Mm-hmm.
what you said to me. So in the
Mm-hmm.
future, going forward, let's not do that again, and I won't do it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Then do we
Mm-hmm.
have agreement with this, or do we need to take it further? You know.
Front door.
Um, okay. Here are a few basic guidelines on showing respect to your fellow humans. Don't spread rumors. Be
Amen.
considerate of the other person's time and resources.
Mm-hmm.
Learn what respect means in different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
When in doubt, show greater deference. Treat others as you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. That's basically
Mhm.
that's just that's just respect.
That's
You
just
Right.
know,
respect. That's it.
Right.
showing respect.
And then some people find it so hard to get it.
To,
Some people find it so hard to get respect, to get the the catch on to respect. It's just so hard for some people to just catch on to respect.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
yeah,
they want theirs. But they
They
want
but they
want
theirs.
it. Mhm. Now,
They
why
want
because
is it
theirs.
they? Why? How is it that they know what respect is when it comes to them wanting respect, and when you
There it
want
is.
respect, they have
That's
no
it.
idea what respect is?
What that's
because
right.
they
Right.
think
Well,
they deserve it. They didn't earn it. They deserve it.
I tell
Mm-hmm.
you,
But
I tell
respect
you.
has to be earned.
Yep.
It has to be earned.
But and
And the thing is how you carry yourself. If you respect yourself, other people will respect you. You don't even have to say a word. You don't have to say Miss Shirley, as you did at the reading when you did your reading at that place that we went to. When you did,
right,
you had the respect of everyone in that room because of who you are and how you carried yourself.
and
They
Oh
they
yeah.
never
know.
seen me, never seen
They
me before.
never
That's
seen,
right.
never
That's
laid
right.
eyes
That's
on
right.
you,
That's right.
but they respected you
Sure
because of
Mm-hmm.
did,
how you carried yourself. And they called you Miss
Miss
Shirley.
Shirley. Yes, they
sure
did.
did,
Miss
surely
Shirley.
did.
But they called
Sure.
everybody else by their first name.
Mhm.
Okay? But
That's it.
it never laid
That's
eyes on
me
you.
on
You know,
Facebook here.
showing respect for yourself, and then I'll be through. I'm gonna show it. Showing respect for yourself. Miss.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Excuse me, y'all.
It's
That's me.
also important to show respect for yourself. If you don't respect yourself, you probably see evidence of that all around you in your living environment, in your workspace,
Mhm.
and in the mirror. So here are
Mhm.
some ways to show respect for yourself. Because if others have right to be treated with respect, so do you.
So do
Give your
you.
body nourishment it needs. Take the time for personal hygiene. Respect your personal time. Keep your living
Mhm.
and workspaces clean and clutter free. And stand up
Mhm.
for yourself.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Self-respect is an essential part of healthy self-love. Remember the self-love that I did the other day?
Yes.
How to love
Yes.
yourself? Okay. Don't think you're doing anyone a favor by treating yourself as though you're not worth the trouble.
Mhm.
You are. You're worth it. You're God's child. You're worth it.
You
You're
are.
worth it. You're his. You know,
That's
he
Oh
right.
made
yeah.
you.
That's right.
He made you in his own image. He
That's
made
right.
me in his own image. And I'm perfect in his eyesight. I might not be perfect to you, but it doesn't matter how you look at me. All that
That,
matters is what God thinks of me.
yeah, to
I love
God we are
you.
his children.
You
That's
are.
And
right.
what the way I put it with me, I know I'm not perfect and I'm not perfect in his sight.
Amen. Either.
But because he
That's right.
loves me,
Me.
he loves me and he has so much compassion, love, tender mercies toward me every day. He looks beyond my faults
False. Hello.
and then he
There it
sees
is.
my needs. And
There
he
it is.
knows that, hey, I mess up sometime and intentionally I
As
do
we all
not
do.
mess up. And
Mm-hmm.
and he still looks
Love.
beyond that and
Uh-huh.
sees deep down inside of me, all down entwined in there, and looks at my soul
Go.
and
Hey.
says, she didn't mean it.
I
He loves us unconditionally because none of us, nary
Nobody.
a one, I don't care
had this
who it
woman tell
is
me one
on
time
this,
that she was right up here with God.
huh?
Huh?
She said she was right up here with God.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay,
Uh,
that's her opinion. And so to be non-confrontational, you didn't say one way or the other,
I
did
had
you?
this woman tell me she was right up here with God.
That's what I'm
And I
saying.
told her, I said, you know when you're walking on the beach and you get that grain of sand under your toenail, right down there. I said, that's me. That's me. I'm hanging on God. I'm hanging on his toe. And I'm hoping that I don't get flicked off. I'm
And
that
you know
grain of
what?
sand. And I'm
You know,
glad to
things
be here.
things like that, I don't bother people because I let people think what they want to think. All I can tell people is how God is to me. And
Mm-hmm.
so if they want to be up there or wherever they are,
Whatever.
it's because of what they feel and what they feel that they
Yes.
know. And
Yes.
so, in being unconfrontational, and so you just let them think, but you can silently say, Lord, because let me tell you something. It said,
Whoa.
Oh, where'd you go? She
The
left us.
dog better. That dog is after. That dog is after.
But like I said, she left us. Like I said, I'm just that grain of sand. I'm just holding on.
You
I'm just
know,
holding on to God's unchanging hand. And
Rose Polk, our grandmother, Rose Polk,
grandma.
told me
Hmm.
something when I was a little girl that I have never ever forgotten. And it's so true. It is so true. Grandma said, the person ain't got to tell you if they saved. The person ain't got to go out announcing that I'm
Nope.
saved. I'm saved. She said, because if God is in you and you are saved,
Oh, I gotta
he can
take this.
see it.
This is my interview.
Okay, okay, go ahead. I'm still here. And we wait,
Okay,
let
love
Shirley
you.
come back. Okay, love you too. Have a good interview. But anyway, that's what my grandmother says. She says if a person is saved and filled with the Holy Ghost, you don't have to tell nobody because they see it in you. When you walk in a room, she said that a person can say that person is saved because of the way you carry yourself. That you just being you and working, walking with God, holding God's hand, being God's child. That
really,
person knows you are saved.
I got cut. I cut. Somehow I got cut off.
Yes, you did, because I don't hear
But
you either. But it's two
where's
o'clock.
that?
It's 2:01.
Okay, I love y'all. Where's that? She gone,
She
huh?
had she had an interview. Somebody was calling for an interview.
Okay, I love you, sisters. Love you,
I love you.
everybody. Thank you for keeping it going, Reedy.
You're very welcome.
You are a professional. Always have been. I
But you know,
love
I
you,
get nervous.
everybody.
Love y'all. Thank you, everybody, for
Thank you
joining
so
us.
much for watching, and we'll respond to your comments.
Okay, bye. Love you.
See you. I'll see you Sunday, and we'll see you Tuesday. So love you, everybody. Enjoy your day, Reedy.